Are you in need of a task management beginner's guide? Whether you're at work or at home, we're all doing some sort of task management every day. Each time you come home from work and decide to do a load of laundry and leave the dishes for the next day, you're managing tasks. Dishes aside, formal task management at the workplace is a basic concept that can increase your productivity and positively impact your business's bottom line. I'm Noel, and in today's video, we'll discuss the basics of task management, its benefits, various methods, and more. Let's go. Let's start at the ground level of task management and briefly discuss what it is. Task management is the process of moving your tasks from ideation to completion by managing their day-to-day progress. Ultimately, your goal is to complete all tasks on time and in line with your schedule. Task management can look different depending on your specific role within your company. From an organizational standpoint, task management is pretty similar. You have large tasks being broken down into much smaller tasks to be managed at the team level. Essentially, task management has 4 stages. The first stage is the planning stage, when you define your task, set its priority level, and assign an owner to said task. The second stage is the tracking stage, where you monitor the progress of a task as it moves through the life cycle. The third stage is the execution stage, where you and your team perform the work required to complete the task. The fourth and final stage is the compilation stage, where you gather insights from the work performed in comparison with other tasks. It can be common for task management and project management to get confused with one another. Task management can be a subset of project management, but it can never be a replacement for it. Project management is the process of defining and tracking the tasks that need to be accomplished to complete a project. Task management, however, is the process that consists of tracking and managing all tasks, whether or not they belong to a specific project. The main reason why task management is critical for any business is its ability to create prioritization. Let's say a client just requested an article be written urgently. With task management in your corner, you'll be able to check in with your system and figure out which items on your list can be deprioritized to accommodate the new urgent request. There are tons of other reasons why task management is so important and helpful. You'll create transparency within your teams, build good communication, recognize problem areas more quickly, and gain a better scope of predictability as a team and company overall. Now that you've decided to implement task management into your workplace, you'll need to get familiar with the various types of task management methods and methodologies out there. Task management methodologies are the theories of how to complete work based on a defined set of principles. Task management methods are the frameworks within those methodologies that help you manage your day-to-day tasks accordingly. The 2 most popular types of task management methodologies are Agile and Waterfall. Agile is built on the plan-as-you-go mindset, whereas Waterfall is built on a timeline with a start-to-finish mindset. Let's take a closer look at both of them. Agile is rooted in software development and therefore promotes a continuous, iterative, or plan-as-you-go framework. With Agile, both testing and measurement happen simultaneously. The basics of Agile are as follows. Let's say you have a deadline to complete a project between now and the end of the year. You break down the project into smaller chunks. Then, after each chunk or a set of tasks is complete, you take a step back and look at how you did and reprioritize as necessary. A main benefit to the Agile approach is that by breaking a project down into chunks or sprints, you can check in and review with stakeholders as you go. This way, if there are any misalignments, they can be adjusted right then and there and not wait until the end of the project for any issues to arise. Waterfall emphasizes a more linear progression from start to finish. Where Agile is a little more figure it out as you go, Waterfall requires careful planning, detailed documentation, and consecutive execution. Waterfall is great for tasks that are straightforward and consistent. When it comes to projects that are more complex, Agile might be a better fit for managing surprises. If you don't have your waterfall process down perfectly, you might end up spending more time and money backtracking and redoing tasks when unexpected issues arise. Here are four of the most popular task management methods. Kanban is a well-known method within the Agile methodology. It's great for visual learners since you manage tasks through the use of cards moved between the various life cycle stages as the process progresses. Kanban is of Japanese origin, meaning visual signal or card. Kanban is great because you can keep tabs on where you are within the process and be able to visualize how close you are to completion. Originally managed with Post-it notes, Kanban has come a long way as now many digital tools mimic the task progression. Scrum is another popular method using the principles of Agile. Users complete tasks in short blocks of time or sprints. These sprints typically range from 2 weeks to 1 month in length. Then, after a sprint is complete, you collect feedback and measure progress. From there, you can select or adapt the next set of tasks based on what you learned from your first sprint. The Get Things Done method, or GTD method, can be used within Agile or Waterfall methodologies. GTD is the process of recording each task, request, or ticket in one master list. Then you work through that master list until the task list is empty. If you're working by yourself or with a small team, GTD is a great method choice. Just record any task that comes your way and constantly review and prioritize the tasks as necessary. The final method worth mentioning is lean portfolio management. It closely follows the principles of the Waterfall methodology. Its roots are in manufacturing. It focuses on completing an entire project from start to finish. The key to lean portfolio management is using the least amount of resources possible, including both raw materials and human resources. Regardless of which methodology and method you land on, you'll need to follow these 3 steps to establish an effective workflow. First, document all the steps needed to complete a task. Open up communication within your team so you don't forget or overlook crucial steps. Second, define a single owner for each step. If you find that most steps have 2 or more owners, you likely need to break down the task into smaller steps. Third, test your workflow. Then rinse and repeat. Continue to test and make adjustments as necessary until your workflow works perfectly for your team. What pairs well with a great task management system? A digital task management tool. Jotform Tables provides everything your team needs to manage tasks digitally. Jotform Tables makes task delegation and prioritization a breeze. You can designate a column for each task to its assignee, so there's never any confusion over ownership. You can also customize columns to mark priority levels for tasks and even organize tasks by due date. Jotform Tables also offers a stellar calendar view. This helps you set deadlines as well as visualize tasks in calendar form, so it's clear what your next priority should be. You can also use Jotform Tables for easy tracking. You can set up your task management information in Kanban form. Jotform Tables makes it easy to keep all your info in one place, from task names and status to relevant attachments. Lastly, Jotform's Report Builder provides simplicity when it comes to analyzing and reporting your data. You can create and publish surveys, convert real-time data into custom reports, and share reports easily. There you have it, all the ins and outs and must-knows regarding task management. Let's review. Task management is necessary when it comes to moving your tasks from ideation to completion day in and day out. The major benefits of task management are prioritization, transparency, communication, problem recognition, and predictability. The most popular methodologies are Agile and Waterfall. Within those methodologies, some popular task management methods are Kanban, Scrum, GTD, and Lean Portfolio Management. Don't forget, if you want to make the most of your task management, take it digital. Jotform can help you boost your task delegation, prioritization, organization, tracking, and reporting. Until next time, I'm Noel with Jotform. And remember, subscribe to our channel if you want to stay in the loop. See you next time.